Good morning. Welcome to Swagg World. Doing another tarot review. This is a review of the Chrystal Stone deck. And this deck is, the intent is to energize your mind and spirit with this Lux deck of 78 crystal cards. Each card contains a dazzling stone. It contains a booklet. It kind of gives details on, what each stone is meant to do, its power, its usages, whether in meditating, dreams, healing, etc. But this is the deck. And this is made by Chrystal Books. So anyway, let's open this up. Show you what the cards look like. And what I love about these is it's not your average tarot deck. It's this is the booklet. It's very, very thin booklet. But it just contains some basic information. The first page is how to use the deck. How to meditate with crystals. How to make a fashion statement and how to honor your astrological sign. How to make a crystal grid. How to keep out bad vibes. How to feel better. It says guaranteed, but no, I won't put that disclaimer personally because I think each stone's environment, situations is different per individual. So how to get grounded and how to set intention. You don't need to know how to set an intention. If you desire to do something, that is your intention. How to power up for the long haul and how to express yourself. Any actions that you have, any words that protrude forth out your lips, that within itself is an expression. You don't need a book for that, but I guess some people do. How to take care of your stones. There's some interesting stuff. Me personally, I love sunlight. I cleanse a lot of my crystals and other items that are related to my spirituality by the sun. You can use the moon, you can use salt, water. Some things you can't. Like you can't put selenite in water because it's, it'll disappear. This is talking about how to dream big. You don't need to tell nobody how to do that. If you really want something, write it down. Write realistic steps on what you want to do, what you're able to do in reality, and then do it. If you can't commit to yourself, you can't expect commitment from others. So anyway, let's show off this wonderful deck. I may not do all 78 cards. I know it's a bit lengthy, but I'm going to do it. This is a green calcite card. And it says green calcite is the emo honest to a fault. says believes in story endings. This is for tree huggers. I don't always go with these definitions or whatnot because I have different experiences with certain things that I want to say contradicts what someone else's experience is. But what I know is I can use something and someone else can use this same something, and we'll both have two different experiences. So some things are true for others and different for some. This right here, I've never heard of this one before. This is called Larimar. It's a C-form tan Larimar. It's a volcanic blue mineral, only found in the Dominican Republic. Its energy is like a spiritual snow cane and a seething sweltering. This is the wording that's on here. Doesn't make sense to me, but you know, I don't know. The funny thing is at the bottom part it says slow your roll. Like, I don't know. Maybe this was a collaborative effort between certain people of different ethnicities, because some things that are on here definitely seems like, you know, maybe someone that speaks a different language of another culture versus someone of the culture. It's like a collaborative effort just based on some of the things that I see. There's a language barrier just in how this was typed up. Whoever made these cards, whatever, they're beautiful. This is copper. This is the card of copper. Now, what this says is if you're thinking, like, who starts off a sentence like that? If you're thinking, okay. It says, if you're thinking, but copper isn't a crystal, indeed, you are a genius. Copper is a metal, but it's such a powerful energy conductor and component of so many of your favorite stones. Malachite, turquoise. It has to make the cut. Who needs it? Anyone who needs the proverbial defibrillator paddles. What does that mean? Where to put it with your epic crystal collection. Copper intensifies the potency of most stones, clearing the channels of communication between you and your mineral friends. Then it says when to use it. When it's time to pack up an old ideal that you are and ship it out for good. This is what I mean, language barrier. It seems like, you know, I don't know, maybe someone from America and someone from another country who speaks English, but broken English, perhaps, type this, because I read it exactly what it says, word for word. It doesn't make sense. But I'll tell you what I do know personally of copper. I used to wear a lot of copper when I was younger. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces, rings, or whatnot. I don't know what it is. I love copper. Buy a lot of it too. A lot of copper items. Copper, brass, bronze. I noticed that, you know, it affects my health in a certain way where, you know, like say I was born with asthma, not wear a lot of copper, and I don't know, it's something about it that helped my respiratory system. I know it doesn't make sense, but it really kind of does. It's a lot of things that is created in the earth, from the earth, that actually helps us with our health. So anyway, go on to the next one. All right, Solidite. It's beautiful. Look at that. Actually, It's on my neck. Solidite. I was saying in another video that I made last night, actually, that I was in a store and I was walking past an aisle and I start getting like energy in my palms. It's actually this stone, solidite. So anyway, it says what it is. It says friend to the chronic mediator, solidite, known by some as poor man's lapis. Lapis stands for lapis lazuli, which is actually a beautiful blue stone with gold specks that is a prized stone by the Egyptians. It's supposed to help with communication, foresight, and all these other wonderful things. I actually own such a stone. Beautiful too. Beautiful. Anyway, what it says who needs it? Planners, producers, Virgos. Okay, so it's a Virgo stone. How about that? It's just where to put it. Wherever you do your best non-thinking. I don't know how to take that. Okay. Anyway, when to use it. When you have a big decision to make, when you're 99% finished with a project, but you can't get your head around the last percent. It says, seriously, it says give up, meditate with solidite, abandon solution-oriented thinking, surrender to your intuition, and watch your problem get solved with some same place much deeper. Language barrier. Whoever wrote this, like it though. All right. Here's another one. Citrine. I actually love this. I have a stone. Says a must-have for wannabe makers of art. How noble. And money. How gauche. Really. Citrine is a pale to gold smoky brown quartz. It says those candy citrines you find at shops are actually heart-treated amethyst. It's interesting. Let me go get a stone. I'm gonna get both of them. Be right back. All right, here we go. This right here is an amethyst. Now, the strange thing about this is in my youth as a child and a preteen, I had this thing about purple. I don't know what it is. Lavender, purple, deep, deep, dark, red wine, purple. I don't know, purple Kool-Aid, purple jelly, purple, okay? So anyway, this is said to be a protective stone, aids in healing, you know, high vibrational stone. There's some truth to it. Oh my gosh. If you could just experience the energy that I feel when I touch this, you know. Some people don't feel anything when they touch things. I'm the exact opposite. I experience stuff. But this is an amethyst stone. And I purchased this from Marshall's. This is said to be the Gemini collection. And this is a collection of stones. This right here, this right here is called an apatite. Not like you're hungry. It's spelled apatite. It's beautiful. It's like a light green colored stone. This right here is citrine. I can get it out of here. This right here is a citrine stone. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. See those speckles of light? Just imagine what this looks like when the sun shines on it. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of like golden yellow and kind of whitish, opaque like. It's beautiful. Have this other stone. It's like a light blue stone. It's called an angelite. Be amazed at how these stones can amplify candle work. I finally got my hands on a moonstone. It almost favors an opal. It's not, but it's an actual moonstone. They come in different colors. You have to be careful because there are a lot of people, merchants that are selling fake stones, especially on eBay and Facebook and Instagram. You gotta be very careful when you're buying stuff. When I first started buying stones, some of the stuff I bought was fake and complained to eBay. But the surprising thing is I still got injury from it because a lot of things that equally are fake are made of genuine materials to mold, craft, heat treat, whatever. I still was able to get energy from it. So I just wanted to show these two since we were talking about stones. Maybe the next deck that I do will be my Isis tarot deck because it does cover some of the stones we're talking about. Okay. This is a beautiful stone. This is a Chrystal stone. It kind of reminds me of turquoise in a way, but it's not. It's a different stone. It says that this forms near copper ore deposits, not OR, or is ORE deposits. Hence why the blue-green swirls left behind by the oxidized metal. Just like the other materials associated with copper, think telephone wires. So I guess this is an indication that this is a communication stone. Okay. Have to be careful because some of the stuff I can't pronounce. So maybe those are the cards I'll skip. I'm not going to do all 78, but I will do some. This is an opal. That's another thing I wanted to say too. Some people are selling opal stones claiming that they're moonstones when they're not. But it's still a beautiful stone. Pearls, beautiful stone. It says opals are well hydrated, amorphous mineraloids. Precious opals are lustered after their rainbow sparkle, also known as diffraction. Common opals form in a range of colors and deliver sensations that are anything but common. It says, who needs it? The all-black wardrobe set can benefit from black precious opals, bold pop of color. Really? This is where to put it. It says, general rule, white and blue vibe with the head, pink vibes with the heart, black vibes with the lower abdomen. Okay. When you have something that needs to get moving, a project, a relationship, an energetic black. And it says down here at the bottom, it says, feel all your needs. Okay, I'm no English scholar, but I would say, instead of saying feel all your needs, I would have worded that different. I would have put feel for all of your needs. Anyway, beautiful stone, beautiful card. This is malachite. This is another beauty. Another thing I noticed, people are selling this stone as if it is like a jade stone. It's not, two different stones. But it says that, says, what is it? With its trademark acid trip, swirls, money green malachite is an electrifying mesmerizer with a high copper content, always good for moving energy and making things happen. So this is a make things happen stone, malachite. Anything with copper in it is good. One thing I'm noticing, I went inside of Marshall's and I noticed that they're selling copper water, some type of band that you could put around your waist or in your leg, your thighs, your wrist, you know, something about it. It's supposed to do something, oxidizes something in your blood cells or whatnot. Like I said, I know personally copper is good, spiritually anyway. Azurite. This is part of the lapis lazuli family. Goes back to the Sumerians, Babylonians, Egyptians. It says, what is it? Meditative and dreamy. Azurite is a soft, powdery to prismatic, rich blue copper infused. Oh my gosh. You see how important copper is? I think I've gone through, what, 5 cards, and all of them have a copper content to it. So anyway, this is a blue copper tone stone. I'm kind of scared to read what some of this say in the back because the English part is, oh my gosh, it's like it's broken English. But at the bottom, it says, explore your hidden depths. Okay, what's the next one? Aragonite. It says, what is it, like iron, patinine flowers, forged, like who typed this? By tiny hammers. It says, it forms geometric bursts called star clusters. It also occurs in the exoskeleton of stony corals and in the shells of most mollusks, protecting the squishy and fishy inside. Why say squishy and fishy? Just say fish inside. Like, does this come from a clam? Like, what fish? You know, give information, give it all, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go, selenite. Okay, I have that. Showed that in my other video. Gave the story that when I walked in the store, I instantly felt energy. I was nowhere near the stone and I can feel it. And I walked right to it as if it was calling to me. Okay, it clears negative energy. I have selenite all around my home. It says, what is it? Icy selenite is a form of gypsum, which with a calm, cool, and collective vibe. It says, who needs it? Healers, believers, the currently cleansing, and then it has in parentheses, juicing technology. Okay. Says where to put it, wherever you want to slate wipe clean. It says your bedside table after a brutal work week, or around your apartment or somebody extra shady. Okay, I know a lot of people like that. When to use it. It says when you move into a new space and you want any lingering bad juju to just vamoose. Juju is another term used in the metaphysical community, spiritualist community, new age community, is like energy, ill intent, low vibrational thought forms, energy, spirits, demons, whatever. What does it say? Where did I go? Okay, it says when you pray to the gods above, gods plural in this description. It says when you've been working with crystals and you want to clear away energy they picked up in a process, give them a gentle tap with selenite. Gentle tap. And when you're cleansing yourself, you know, they say you start at the top of your head and you work your way downward. Wherever you want to remove any negative energy, any illnesses, any low vibrational energies, any ill intentions, jinxes, hexes, curses, whatever. But I also have another one. It's like a long wand like this. Beautiful, beautiful. Should go get it, you know, just to show it, because there's a difference in what it looks like. Be right back. All right, here we go. This is also selenite. It's very, very beautiful. You got to be careful where you buy this, because I got this from Marshall's. I paid $8 for it. I keep the tags on it just so I can show people. I paid $8 for it, $7.99. This same selenite stick, if you go on Facebook, some of these other metaphysical shops, they went over $100, $200 for this. Some of them even went as much as 50, 60 bucks for this small one. These are both selenites. Okay, so I'm just saying, be a smart shopper. Don't let them cheat you. I really feel that anything that comes from the earth, anything that has been created by God, people don't have a right to sell that. It's just my opinion. Now, if you paid money for it or whatever, you want to recoup whatever. If someone agrees to buy it, go along with it, whatever. I just personally feel anything that comes from God, why should people sell it? Just like electricity. So you created a system to change how to transmute it where you won't injure yourself and others and all benefit, but they're making people pay for something that isn't naturally theirs to sell to begin with. But anyway, let me get back to the cards before I get to rambling on to something else that ain't got nothing to do with this review. Okay. Let me see. This is a labradorite. Labradorite is beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. I have a lot of labradorite stones. And the funny thing is the way that they reflect is so different, because this is also supposed to be a communication stone. Labradorite can be like a dark gray, could be a light blue. It's very luminous, and has different colors. Like, oh my gosh, you really, really need to see this. I'm going to get 2 stones just so I can show what it looks like. Because if you're not careful of what you're buying, you'll be cheated. Be right back. All right. So here it is. I just wanted to show this. I don't know, I get excited about my crystals. Crystals. Okay. This right here, I'm trying to get you to see it. It changes colors. See, it kind of just looks like a dark rock, but it's really reflective. I don't know if you can see, it's like the blue sparkles when I move it a certain way. You see that? Look at that. It's a beautiful stone. Like, oh my gosh. This is what a labradorite is. It's like, it could be like greenish, blue, yellow. Just trying to get you to see the color because the lighting in my house is, you know, if I turn on the big light, you probably won't be able to see anything I'm doing. But you see the blue, like, oh my gosh, look at that stuff. I fell in love with it. And here's another one. Let me see. I put water on my hands. Let me try to wet it to like help you see it. This is the labradorite. You see? You see that? How it's turning. Kind of matches this a little bit. This is a labradorite. These are very expensive. But I'm a smart shopper, so I got these at a deal. I got 8 of these. I think, how much I paid for it? I think I paid like maybe $3. Got 8 of them from China. Guy tried to rip me off. Had 8 stones, but he was really only selling 1. So I contacted eBay and I told him, well, you know, I want my money back because if you're going to put multiple items in your listing, then I'm expecting to get what I'm paying for. And he wasn't per se selling this for what I paid for it, is what he started his auction off at. And I didn't really know what it was when I bought it. I was just attracted to the stone. It's like I could feel energy. Like I said, the palm of my hands start pulsating. It's almost like you get that feeling like when you're outside in the wintertime and it's your hands start getting numb because it's, you know, you're feeling like the beginnings of frostbite. That's what it felt like. So I bought it. It's a beautiful stone. See that? That's a labradorite. So let me get back to what I was saying. But I do have a lot of the stones that's in the cards. This is a bloodstone. It's said that because it has specks of red specks in it, that's what makes it a bloodstone. I don't understand that. It says it's an earthy green stone spattered with seriously activating red jasper. In the Middle Ages, some believed that red splotches on a stone surface was the blood of Christ. Okay. This is a blue calcite stone. This is a danbarite. This is a shungite stone. Actually, this card does it no justice. This is a beautiful stone. This right here is an aventurine stone. This is a stone that I picked up at half price books, actually. I actually have this stone. And when I touched it, I felt like an calmness, soothing, ease type feeling, relaxed type feeling. This is a hematite stone. A lot of black stones are protective stones. This right here is an aquamarine stone. I have one of these as well. Very soothing, comfortable feeling you'll feel with that. This is a diamond. Diamond is a girl's best friend. True statement for real. Okay. Diamonds and Herkimer diamonds or whatnot are good for spiritual elevation, more like elevating your your vibration to like a higher consciousness, angelic communication. It's like one of the highest stones that there is that covers all spectrums of all stones is a diamond or Herkimer diamond stone. This one is jasper. Jasper is not always red. It's opaque. This is said to be a Picasso jasper, Mookite jasper, and a red jasper. And it says, who needs it? Air signs, city folk, where to put it, wherever you are, and you'd rather be barefoot. So this seems more like a hippie stone, just based on what it says on the back. This is a muscovite stone. Never heard of that before. This is for supernatural type situations, being in sync with stuff like that. This is a bismuth stone. This is a Lemurian quartz. This is another stone that is said to be involved with healing and said to assist with angelic communication. I noticed some people, YouTubers and others, they seem to talk, a language I don't understand. Like when people say things like intergalactic and retro and all this other stuff, I socialize that with people that are trying to promote a lot of untruths and untrue statements, trying to promote an agenda that has nothing to do with reality. But anyway, I'm trying to see what it says this is for. It says Lemurian quartz is identifiable by its blushing hue and ladder-like horizontal grooves that climb up its face. Its name is a shout-out at Lemuria, a fabled last continent, whose highly evolved inhabitants, some far-out folks insist, now live under Mount Shasta in California. Who needs it? Anyone of a vacation. Oh my gosh. Some of these explanations they give, just, somebody is trying to sell a stone. Amazonite. This is the card for that. This is amber. Just reviewing a tarot deck for stones, crystals. This is a quartz, clear quartz. I have one of these as well. I actually have 3. But the one that I like the most, funny story. I don't know. I had it on one of my necklaces and it broke and it fell right in the toilet. I refused to go in there and get it, flushed it down, and just prayed that it blessed the house. But it's a high vibrational stone, clear quartz. This is a garnet. This is actually a stone for Capricorns. Beautiful stone. A lot of them light colors that are, you know, like red wine. It's a Moldavite stone, green. It's beautiful. It's close to an aventurine stone. Um, Kind of resembles a fluorite too, in a way. This right here are sapphires. Sapphires are different colors. The ones I'm used to is blue. It actually looks like it has a star like in the center of it, but I've learned that it could be other colors. This right here is called a barite stone, and this is it says this is for people who work in the morning and they have sinking suspicion. So I guess this is a stone for paranoid people. Their definition, not mine. This is a Tibetan black quartz. It doesn't look black at all. It's beautiful though. I have to get one of those. This is a meteorite. This is a celestite stone. Beautiful. A lot of people are selling these stones as well, claiming that they're sapphire stones, even when they're not. This is a rose quartz. Rose quartz stones are normally used with people who either have low self-esteem, you know, people that are normally attracted to this stone. Besides the color and the beauty of it is, you know, those in the pagan or left-hand path. They either use it in love spells, whether it's on other people or on themselves. This is an agate. Any stones like this. It's normally stones like this is used for like Taurus, people that are Taurus, their zodiac sign. You know, it's for dominant types. And I don't mean S&M dominant types. Okay. Pyrite. Pyrite is a beautiful stone. It actually resembles gold. They call it fool's gold. Pyrite is a stone that people use sometimes in spiritual petitions to attract money. It works. Let's see. This is a hedonite stone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Different stones do different things, so that is for certain. This is an emerald. Most emeralds that I have seen are green, like a solid green. This is not. This is like, I don't know, this has turquoise, green, lime green. There's a lot of different colors in here. This is this is a howlite stone. I have one of these too, but mine looks a little different than this. These stones are beautiful. Just talking about the Herkimer diamond. And it says Herkimer diamonds are not in fact diamonds. They are far more attainable, extra hard, clear quartz beauties with their own alluring energetic properties found in New York's Mohawk Valley. The clarity and two naturally faceted ends, double terminated Double terminated means it's a point at this end and a point at that end. So if you ever hear that, that's what that means. It says, who needs it? Reiki masters, travelers on the spiritual path, and highly sensitive people. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone as sacral. It says when to use it, when you're reaching for clearer than ever thought spirituality, therapy, or healing work, and brush all those unwanted vibes with the Herkimer diamond. So it's also the belief that you can program crystals to absorb unwanted energies, negativity. You can program it to give off positive energy and other things. Okay. This is topaz. Topaz looks, this stone is different. So you got to be careful when you're buying stones because, you know, the true identity of a stone is one thing, and someone else is just, you know, everyone wants to put their spin on stuff and call it something else. This is a kyanite stone, and this stone is used to quiet the mind of noise. That's what it's purpose to do. But, you know, a lot of stones have more than one thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't know I had people on the side. I know this is a chat thing here. I do readings, but right now I'm just, this is for Isabella. I can't pronounce your name. I'm doing just a card review today. But I can do a reading if you want me to. Why don't you ask a question? You ask a question, I'll pull a card. Oh, you're from Peru. Okay. Hi, Peru. I am from the United States. I'm in Ohio. So how about you ask your question and I'll do a reading. The reading will not be with these cards. It will not be with the crystal cards, but I will do a reading. Ask, what is your question? I just happened to glance over to the side and see that people are speaking to me, and I didn't see that. So I do apologize to anybody who I said nothing to. I did not see that. I would have said Eye of the Mind. Hi, Eye of the Mind. Hi, T. Renee. RN. Okay, so what is your question? Ask your question and I'll shuffle some cards and do a reading for you. That's not a problem. You get to ask one question though. Isabella. Hi, Sunshine. Would you like a reading? Isabella and someone else asked if I would do a reading. I just noticed that I had a checkbox on the side. I didn't see it before. But sure, I'll do a reading. I got a lot of tarot cards. So you ask your questions and I'll pull out another deck and I'll be reading from my Nostradamus card deck. I have my Nostradamus book. And I have my Nostradamus cards. So Sunshine and Isabella, ask the question and I'll shuffle the cards. That's how I do it. I don't just shuffle the cards and, you know, just read. You have to ask the question. And I'll pull a card. Okay, it says, what is not letting new love enter in my life? Okay, so this is for Isabella. Let me shuffle in my deck. It's for Isabella. Her question is, what is it that is blocking love from her life? I'll shuffle really good for you. These are some very interesting cards. Whoops, and the card that popped out already. Okay. Now, this is a major arcana card that popped out. And this is card number 11. And this card is a card called Fortitude. And here, this let's see. All right. Let me see. See if I can hold this up here. I don't know if you can see it real good or not. This is a major arcana card. And it is a card. It's upright, by the way. It's a major arcana, and this is for strength, courage, power, authority, a communicating presence, and ability. So my question to you, Isabella, what is it in your relationship that has caused down the inability for you and whomever your person is to communicate? Because I find a lot of people are in relationships and like people are comfortable with joking around. They're comfortable with sharing their bodies, but they're not comfortable when it comes to talking about love. Either one person is receptive, but the other person is not. Some relationships are one-sided. People don't, you could be in a relationship with someone for 10 years and afraid to talk about finances or pleasure or whatever. So the question is, Isabella, what is it from your past that you noticed from the type of people that you attract in your life that they share that are similarities that keep repeating in your situations? Because it may be something that you need to change. If it's something that you need, something that you want, you have to be able to communicate that without fear of them leaving, without fear of offending. You have a right to state your purpose, your needs, your deal breakers, and either they can handle it or they can't. If they can't, maybe that person's not meant for you anyway. Also, the cards meaning, like I said, it said commanding presence. So are you the type of person that is like very, very assertive? Do men or others find you to be intimidating? Are you a diva? Are you bossy? Like, what is it that, I don't know, in your personality that may intimidate the people that you encounter? You have some men that admire a strong-willed woman, but they, I don't know, might be afraid to approach you for fear of rejection. So think about that. You want something, go for it. Speak your piece. Either they'll be receptive or they won't. Sometimes it's the environment that you're in. Sometimes you have to leave one environment that isn't as open and receiving of your time, energy, your personality. You can go somewhere else, another state, city, whatever, and flourish. And it's like night and day. Like I had a friend that lived here in Cleveland. A lot of guys in this particular neighborhood that we grew up in, they're not into thick women. And there's nothing wrong with thick women. I'm a skinny person. You got some men that don't like skinny women. So I'm just saying, she left the city and went down south. Now she's the biggest thing. She can't get rid of guys. You know, they chase thick girls down there. So I'm just saying, sometimes it's where you are that's the problem. It's not always you. I hope that resonates with you. So let me go on to the next one. Oh, you're welcome, Isabella. Okay, so I'm about to shuffle for Sunshine, and her question is, she would like to know, will Jay and she eventually be in a relationship? Okay, so let me shuffle for you. And this is for Sunshine. Turn my tarot review into something else. I don't mind though. I like reading cards. I try to do it in Facebook groups. The tarot readers that are selling their services kick me out their groups because a lot of people say I've been acted. It's not really me, it's the cards. Okay, this is for Sunshine. This reading is for Sunshine. And regarding her and Jay being in a relationship. Okay, one more shuffle. One more. All right. Let's see what we got here for you. Okay. Got the 11 Spears Prentice card. And I want to show you this card. I'll try to anyway, because the lighting is horrible. I don't know if you can see this. This is Minor Arcana. This is from the Nostradamus deck. I don't know if you can see that. It's a beautiful card. I love this deck, by the way. And it's upright, okay? This is for Sunshine. I have a question for you. I know your question is about you and Jay, but I don't know which one of you this applies. Are you or Jay, or are you both in school or planning on going to school? And the reason that I ask this is because this card is for disciples, concentration, students, apprentices, speculator, negotiator, or have you two negotiated in the past or currently negotiating if either of you really want to be in a relationship? Or do you want to be in a relationship and he's unsure? Or is Jay a she? I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't like, Facebook. And sometimes it's not just the groups, it's Facebook itself. Facebook also, they on WhatsApp, Instagram. They share information with Google, which YouTube, whatever. They're all tied into the government agency and they're using voice, face recognition software and they're spying on us and they're invading our privacy in more ways than one. But anyway, sunshine. Oh, so you're planning on getting your master's degree. Okay. Okay. So you're trying to find the right program. Well, like I said, this is what the card came out. And it's saying student, apprentice, disciple, concentrations, speculator, trader, negotiator. So I have another question to ask you, Sunshine. It's a negotiation between you and Jay around you or him or her completing your education. Because when I look at this card, you see this person is out in nature. Okay. So sunshine, does this mean that you're in a program that has something to do with medicine? You're a doctor, you're a nurse. What are you? What are you in school for? Are you a herbalist? A therapist? Are you in healing arts? Are you practicing voodoo? What you doing? Okay. So I hope this resonates with you. But the main thing is you and Jay have to negotiate something because you can't get married by yourself, right? Okay, let me see. Like I said, I just have to remember I got this chat thing over here. I didn't see that before, so I do apologize to anybody who I didn't see these messages before. I apologize. So, oh, you're welcome, Isabella. Oh, okay. So you want to be a counselor. Well, like I said, your card deals with healing, medicine, arts, just by what I saw. And, like I said, it's not me reading you, it's the cards. So who's next? Who's next? Who would like a reading? Hi, Tanisha Kale. And Sunshine, you should get that degree. Treat yourself. Why not? Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let me see if I can scroll up because I want to see if I missed someone asking a question. I do apologize. And like I said, I'm just seeing this thing on the side, the chat item. I didn't see that before. Ariane, what is your question? You want to read it? I'll read for you, but I need you to ask me a question. And I hope if anyone who likes any of the content that I'm sharing, I hope that you like, share, and subscribe. I'm not going to bog you down with a bunch of commercials and stuff like that, like I see on these other channels. Yes, I understand they make money from it, but, what can I, okay. Tanisha Kale, you would like to know if your twin flame feels about you and if you're going to end up together. Okay. Let me shuffle the cards for you. I'm shuffling the cards. Tanisha Kale would like to know information about how her twin flame feels. Tanisha Kale desires to know information concerning her and her twin flame and how her twin flame feels about her. One more shuffle. I like to shuffle good. You know. Some people sometimes get the same reading. I try to make sure I shuffle well. So let's see. Okay. I pulled a minor arcana card for you. And the card that I pulled for you is the 13 of Abyss. And this is an interesting card. I'm going to try to show it to you. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't look clear on my end. I mean, I can see the card real good, but you probably can't. But look at that imagery. Okay. So, let's see. Miss Kale. Your card is upright. Okay. It says priest, judge, counselor, businessman, power, command, force, intelligence. So let me ask you this. Twin flame. Are you and this other person, if you know this person already, or if you don't, are you in law enforcement? Are they in law enforcement, or are they incarcerated? Is anyone in trouble with the law? Because your card, Abyss, right here, well, let's put it this way. I assume that you're a mature, upstanding woman. And I don't know, you're educated, you I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that you might have some spiritual gifts. Do you dabble in anything, Tanisha, as far as your spirituality? Like, do you read cards? Do you have visions and dreams? Have you dreamed of this twin flame? I'm just curious because, I don't know. This card says that you're very perceptive, that you have visionary spiritual gifts. I don't know, clairaudience, clairsentience. I don't know. Oh, you do know him. Okay. So if you know this person, where are you asking me, where is he, when you already know who he is? I'm just curious. So if you know he is your twin flame, let me ask you this. What do you know the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate? Because you do know a soulmate is a person that is here to assist you or rather distract you when you are going through something. Usually it's someone that helps you to learn a lesson, whether it's a painful lesson or a lesson that benefits you. Whereas a twin flame is someone who is more of a person that you have an eternal connection with, that you are meant to grow old with, pass on to another form of existing and rebirthing, reconnecting with this person through multiple lifetimes beyond this one. So again, my question is, if you know that he is your twin flame, are you sure that you're asking me the right question? Maybe your question should be worded to something else because you already know who he is. So if you're going to be together, you have to ask yourself, does the relationship, if a relationship currently exists between you and your other person, does this person's action match their words? Like, for example, does the person tell you that they love you, but when it comes to them showing that they love you, they don't support you and nothing that you do? And support isn't always financial. Sometimes support is emotional support. Sometimes support falls up under someone assisting you in terms of, like say if you're in school, they help you study. If, you have to go somewhere and you have obstacles that's preventing you from getting from point A to point B, and they make a way to assist you in being a better person and changing your situation. Does their actions match their words? Okay, so if you know that he cares a lot for you, are you afraid to communicate with this person? Okay, so now you have to be careful because, okay, so if you've been through a lot and it broke your trust, I'm assuming that some of this falls up under a form of infidelity or deception, not telling the truth or whatever. Okay, so let me ask you this. If this person broke your heart, broke your trust, obviously whatever they did was a form of disrespect. Because if a person respects you, more importantly, when a person is really in love, this is the true story. When a person really loves something, a person, place, or thing, they take care of it. When a person really loves something, a person, place, or thing, they take care of it. They do not do anything to jeopardize that. For example, if your twin flame was feeling unfulfilled, not saying that they were, but it's just hypothetical, if they was feeling unfulfilled with or about something, Tanisha, that person should have been mature enough. And I'm hoping that you're over 18 because I don't know how old you are, and I don't want to give you information, especially if you're underage. But let's just assume for the moment that you're 18 and over, okay? When a person truly loves someone that they're with or cares for something that they have, they are not going to jeopardize that love for nothing. We're talking about real love, genuine love. You're not going to jeopardize that. Now, if this person felt that it was necessary for them to step outside of their union with you to explore someone else's garden, why did this person come back to you if they're so unhappy and this person hurt you? So you have to ask yourself, if you took this person back, what is going to prevent them from repeating the same scenario every time that they feel insecure or feel neglected or feel undesired by you? So you have to ask these questions with this person, like, how far is this willing, is this person willing to go to prove that they love you? Like, I don't know how long you've been together. Maybe you share children with this person. But most people who cheat, very rare do they stay on the straight and narrow. Most people that cheat wind up cheating again if you forgive them, because they just feel that you're so emotionally involved and caught up with them that they can talk you down. They know how to calm your nerves. They know how to say what you want to hear. And deep down inside, you really have to ask yourself, if you don't trust him, those are your instincts telling you not to. Sometimes we want to ignore our intuitive gifts, warnings, suggestions, and then not long after we ignore those, then we live in a state of regret, because AIDS is real. People cheat. Condoms don't protect you from everything. You can die from AIDS, herpes, a lot of things you can't get rid of. So that's just something for you to consider. So those were the two people that asked for a reading. Let me quickly get through these original cards I started with. If anybody else wants to read, then I'll be happy to read. I was reading from the Nostradamus deck, but I originally started this live reading, or rather doing a crystal deck review. So if no one else wants to read, and I will go back to what I originally started doing when I created this live. So I'm just going to go over a few more of these cards, and then I'm going to close off, because I'm already an hour and 17 minutes in. I keep saying I'm not going to go over 30 minutes, and I keep exceeding that. So I just want to do, like I said, just give my overall review on this crystal deck. I highly recommend anyone to get it, because it's very informative. This right here is a smoky quartz. All stones that are dark, black, or whatever have protective energies. This is serpentine. It's beautiful, like opaque green, lime green color stone. And this is good for circulating energy. And this stone right here is a honey calcite stone. Again, it's another very, very beautiful stone. And this is for those that lack energy or lazy or whatnot. This represents the zodiac of Taurus. And this is a ruby stone. This is for Aries, zodiac sign of Aries. And this is for those that, have a strong passion to be luxurious, innovative, and live a very lucrative life. Lucrative deals with abundance, money, getting your coins. We already talked about selenite. And tiger's eye. See these stones right here around my neck? It's tiger's eye. Around my wrist, tiger's eye. Again, these are protective stones for Virgos, Gemini, or whatnot. Oh, okay. Is that Sidet Garti? I'm sorry if I didn't spell your name right. I said anyone wants to read, and I'll do one. I still have my cards out. This is tourmaline quartz. And this is good for anyone who needs spiritual cleansing. Oh, Sid. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you have a very unique name, and I don't want to mess it up, Sid. This right here is black tourmaline. Said to be the card to exorcise demons and, you know, negative spirits. And this is a sunstone. Has anyone heard of that? Ah. Yes, you can keep your question here, but I need to know what your question is if I'm going to read for you. Okay. This is orange calcite. All right. Okay, now here's the only thing, Sid. I'm assuming that you're probably from the Middle East or somewhere in that region. And the name that you give, I can't even pronounce. So let me just, okay, from Nepal. Okay, so let me just reword it for you. It's the name Nanya. Get her flash inside. I can't even, what is that? Kathmandu Valley? Well, let's just say, okay. So let's just say I'm going to shuffle, and just to reword it because I don't want to mess up the name, I'm just going to say, can Nanya get her item inside of Cave Valley in the entrance? I'll just word it that way. I don't want to mess up the statement. Okay. So now, last shuffle. I'm gonna take this out, move this out the way. I'm gonna flip a card over. Oh my. You got the Magician card, Major Arcana. You actually got two cards. And this one is the Neophyte of Moons. So which card do you want? You get to pick one. So the Magician card is Major Arcana. And the interesting thing about that is his skill, because it's upright, it's skill, willpower, diplomacy, cleverness, trickery, subtlety, mind over matter, and certainly. So I would say that the answer to your question, according to this, is yes. This person should be able to do that. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just saying what the cards say, okay? And it's saying that skill is involved, willpower is involved, diplomacy is involved. Obviously, this is a situation that involves cleverness. And this person would have to go about whatever they're doing in a subtle way, because this, obviously, because of the region, could be dangerous, life or death. And hopefully this person is whatever that they're doing, they're not doing so up under the threat of death or force for someone else's agenda. But according to this, it's a yes. Oh, okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sid. And I hope that both of you are safe. And whatever that you're trying to do, you know, I hope that no one gets hurt on either side. And that no one has to suffer any consequences after the fact either. So, yeah. So I hope that that resonates with you, Sid, for you and your sister. Yeah. Anyone else wants to read them while I'm at it? And I'm going to close off. I think my next review is going to be on Solomon's seals. I found some interesting stuff, just like mind-blowing. I told someone I had ordered a pendant, a necklace. It's the seal of Saturn I wear around my neck. This thing contains energy, real energy. You have to do special prayers or whatnot. But I also have the book that contains the conjurations, the incantations, purification rituals, and all of that. And I'd like to know if anyone else has used the seals of Solomon, the clavis, the key, the sigils. Has anyone used the 72 names of the Goetic realm or not? Anyone used any powers or sigils of higher angels? What'd you say? You said you want to know because you send her money to use data. Oh, okay. Well, you know, your reading said that, you know, she'll be able to accomplish the goal, whatever specific that the goal is, she should be able to accomplish it. And, you know, like I said, I wish you two the best. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see if anyone else wants to read, and a free reading, of course. Just helps me to build my skills. And I've done, you know, quite a few reads in 3 different groups, 3, 4 different groups on Facebook. And so far, everyone I've read has given me confirmation that my readings, at least for them, have been accurate. So, and I'm looking forward to reading for more people. And I have like a multitude of decks. I think I'm addicted to tarot cards. But my next video is definitely going to deal with the Book of Solomon. I'd like to discuss Solomon's magic. I'd like to discuss other books, Wicca books. Pretty much I've noticed that all of these books, even the Kabbalic book, all of it goes back to Samaria, the Sumerians, the Egyptians, or whatnot. Everything so far seems to be drastically plagiarized from those two. I used to have dreams, and I would hear the word Seraphim, what is it? Seraphim, something like that. And then I turned around and tried to Google it, and it turned out to be something real. It deals with the Kabbalistic tree of life and the different angels, energies, spirits, procedures connected to these different realms that correlate with the chakras of the body. Yeah. And yeah, Wi-Fi. Okay, that's good. See it. Yeah, so I want to cover all things that deal with magic. I'm also going to, I don't know, probably post some petitions that I do, some live workings that I do. I mean, I have videos, like, oh my gosh, I have videos where I have lit candles, I have said prayers, I have placed stones around the candles. And, you know, you can take a candle, say, such as this, just a little small candle, right? You see how this wick is? It's not very big. And say sometimes, you know, I could put stones, crystals around. You know, I cleanse this with Florida water, remove the label and stuff, you know, sage it, and then pray, and then the flame will reach up this high. I've seen it. I've taken pictures of it, did videos of it, you know, so I know that there's a lot of power in this stuff. I would like to do more book reviews, not just covering Solomon Seals, but Anna Riva's version of candle magic, Raymond Buckman's review on her herbs, other talismans, sigils, the steps, procedures to, you know, find your life path number, your life purpose number, your you know, your true zodiac. Another thing I realized, for every zodiac sign, it has 3 different phases depending on when you're born. You know, like there are 3 different types of Capricorns, 3 different types of Sagittarius, 3 different types of Leos, Geminis, Virgos, Libras, Tauruses, so on. You know, like if you're born between the 1st and the 7th, you're a particular type of Capricorn. If you're born between the 7th and the 14th, you're a different type. If you're born between the 15th and, you know, maybe like the end of the month, that's a different type. You know, it's like I'm a Sagittarian. My mother was a Sagittarian. And I know other Sagittarians, but I was born in the beginning of the month, in between the numbers of 1 and 7. Another Sag that I know was born between the 7th and the 19th. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. Between the 7th and the 14th, and then the other one between the 18th and like the 29th or whatever, 28th, 21st, something like that. You know, so I'm just saying, for every sign, there are 3 different variations of that sign, and their personalities are different, even though they share the same sign. So that's another thing that I would like to discuss. Okay, so you, Aquarius is the same thing. And so is, you know, like I say, you were born January 22nd. So, you know, you're a different type of Aquarius, though. You know, it's like they have different characteristics. Here's a perfect example. I'll just state from, I'll give a standpoint from my own sign, okay? Now, I was born in the beginning of the month. My mother was born borderline between ending Sagittarius going into Capricorn, okay? And I have an enemy whose birthday is in between my birthday and my mother's birthday. We're all Sagittarians, by the way. Now, we all, have naturally the spirit of being innovative, learning, travel. We're very flighty. We don't like to stay in one place. We like change, because it feels good, to us. It's like food, feeding the soul. I'm an open-hearted, warm-hearted type person. My mother was like that. However, this other particular Sagittarian, this third party, I don't want to say what third party, I just say third person because it's not like this is a relationship. I'm just saying myself, my mother, and then there's another person. We all share the same sign. This person has a negative, shady side, and they like to play both sides. They like drama. They like to play games to see what ifs, and they like to divide and conquer people. I'm the exact opposite. I like to bring people together. I am the type of person that will stick around and see you make a fool of yourself. If I can see that you're doing something, that you're trying to be manipulative, for a while I'll hold my speech and I won't reveal what I know. I'll just see how far you go. And then when I reach a point that I've had enough, then I tell you what's on my mind. That's another thing about us Sagittarius. We're not good at hiding how we feel, or rather, I'm not. I'm the type of person, if I don't like you, I'm going to tell you I don't like you. You might think I'm joking, but I'm being serious. If I don't like you, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm a firm believer in an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. And a friend of my enemy is also my enemy. I'm that type of person. So if I don't like you, I want nothing from you. I want your friendship. I don't want your conversation. I don't want your presence. I don't want your money. I want nothing. I completely cut you off because it's not that serious to me. And I'm not motivated by material things. And I'm on another level when it comes to certain things. So my mother, on the other hand, is the type of person, free-hearted, give you the last off of her back if she had it. And people like to take advantage of people that are generous. My mother would forgive you no matter what you've done. I'm not the type of person. You messed up, I'm not forgiving you. And I want you around me. This other Sagittarius, completely different, plays both sides. They're neither dissuaded in anger nor forgiving. They just like to play the game. I always tell people, when you play deadly games, you're going to get deadly surprises. But anywho, I'm going to end this live because I'm going into 2 hours. Didn't want to do that. But my next video will be up on the book, one of the books pertaining to King Solomon and the seals. It will also cover, I also mentioned a young lady that is on Instagram that is selling candles for $75 that has the seals of Solomon. She's claiming it's her work. It's not. It's someone else's work, and she's profiting from it. I'd like to explain the differences of the seals and how each seal is supposed to help manifest and outcomes. Maybe we'll talk about making gopher dust and, I don't know, fast luck oil or something. Just do something different. Try some experiments and do some petitions. Show the right way of doing petitions and how to manifest things. I do know that a lot of this stuff works because some of the stuff I've personally experimented with on my own. So yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that tuned in to, watch this live. If you like, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Maybe in the future we can do some collabs. There's a young man that I watch on YouTube. His name is Tyler's Tarot. Oh, he's hilarious. Sweetheart. I like a lot of his feeds. Maybe one day we could do a collab. I like B Love's life as well. I grow my channel a little more. And I'll try to do a collab, try to reach out and do collabs with her and other people. Oh, you're welcome, Sid. You're welcome. I don't mind reading for people. It's not a problem. But I'm going to end this live, and thank you for listening and watching my review. Thank you.